All right. I got it. All right. So let's do this. You ready for this?
Yeah.
All right. So everybody gets the same questions.
Okay.
So what experience or situation do you feel like has given you the most information?
The most information.
Yeah, and you answer that however it hits you.
Most information.
Yeah. Especially like if it's information that you use going forward in life.
I think grad school, when I went to grad school, because it was like I actually just wrote an article about this. It was kind of a it's not a word, I don't think, a conflation. I'm just going to make a word up. A conflation.
I think conflation's a word.
Yeah, maybe. Of different things I was experiencing new at the same time. Going to grad school, was doing stand-up, and I was, I think, 2 years in at the time. And I was also going to the school gym every day and working on my jump shot very intensively.
Ansley, by the way, are you winning bets with yourself with how long it took two black people to start talking about basketball? Like when he said jump shot, you were like, yes.
Like,
You're a shocking ball is life guy.
yeah, it shocks me as well.
Yeah.
I'm always like, but it puts me in a situation where I'm like, sometimes I'm just like, I don't want to talk about basketball in front of these people because then they're gonna be like, okay, where did you play? And I was like, 26th Street. It's like I don't have a lot of credibility.
Yeah.
Same thing with like Taoism is like the secret to really performing and in the moment and being real and genuine is to let go and just do. And that was like the thing with, especially with shooting a basketball for years. I was
You're holding on to the ball.
holding on to the ball. it's like
You're
it's
just
stuck to my hand.
pump fake. Damn, Kobe, shoot the ball.
Yeah, basically, and I just like I'd always thought of basketball in terms of form,
Yeah.
right?
Rather than flow.
Yeah, and so I was always like worried about where my hands were and where my knees were and how my feet were placed, and I was trying to do this while I was shooting. I didn't know that nobody ever told me anything. So I didn't know you weren't supposed to like try to perform and think about it at the same time.
Yeah.
And I didn't realize that until I was studying linguistics and was studying the structure of English language, which is my native language, obviously. And I learned all these things about the English language that are automatic for me.
Yeah.
Because I'm a native speaker. But there was things that like grammar functions that I used that I had no idea that I was using them.
Like, what do you mean?
Like the present perfect.
Okay, what is that?
Present perfect. Yeah.
Wait, hold on. Ansley, can you give me a sentence in the present perfect, please?
I will be going
No.
to. Oh,
All right, so what is
I am going.
No, that's the present progressive.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so he's laughing down at us.
No, no, no.
What is give me a present perfect
So
sentence.
it's like I have been
Yeah.
talking to you for the last 10 minutes.
Okay, so you're describing exactly what we're still doing in this moment.
Yeah, so
It's
that
perfectly in the present.
Yes, perfectly.
I think that's the way I'll
Yeah.
remember it now. Like perfectly in the present.
Yeah.
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 I think it has something to do with completion, but it's not completion. So it's usually describing things you started in the past and are still doing.
Yeah, something
Yeah.
that's like ongoing.
Yeah.
In the moment.
So it's like a relative grammar. And it is very complicated as far as trying to teach people to use it explicitly. But it's like I've been using it my whole life. You know, a baby, a 2-year-old might be able to use it, but they don't know that that's what they're doing. It's just kind of an automatic thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. When I was going to grad school, I didn't know any of this. I felt really weird. I'm just like, this is my language. And it's the same someone who, like, if you grew up playing a sport, or it's basketball or soccer, a lot of that stuff is going to be automatic. You don't think about it.
Yeah. Well,
And,
that's
yeah.
what all the drilling is for.
Yeah. And I think I had never drilled anything before, I thought practice and doing were the same thing. I didn't know how to separate them.
You were Iverson.
That's the opposite. Iverson thought there was no practice. There is no He's always playing, and if it doesn't count, why am I doing it?
Well, that's why it was all the same thing for him.
Yeah.
It was like practice. Dude, I play. Okay, so again, so your most informed experience was the culmination of all the things that was happening to you at grad school.
Yeah.
Being grad school, one, like learning how to actually research, comedy, all the things that you were learning about communication, making people laugh, and ball,
Yeah.
right?
Yes. But I had to, because of my learning style, I am an academic at heart. I had to learn it intellectually in order to be able to go up on stage and be like, I'm just going to let go and perform. Because
Yeah.
I know intellectually that that's the correct way to do it. But I never would have figured that out by doing it.
Okay, I had a similar experience. Like when I really got my jump shot good, it was first of all it was like a mind blowing experience.
Oh, yeah.
Because it was like, oh, I can just put it in the basket.
Yeah.
You know, it's like I don't have to like throw it up at the rim and just hope that I did it in the same area as last time.
And then, I finally realized it's like, I know how to shoot a basketball. It's not that complicated. I can't perfect it.
Yeah.
Right. But I know the basics of how to do it physically. And if I just throw it up there and focus on the basket, I'm more than likely going to make the shot. So after learning that, it felt so weird. I couldn't understand it because I was trying to still intellectualize it on the back end. I'll be like, why can't I remember shooting the ball when I make it? It's almost like you shoot it and you like start shooting, and then the next thing you know, you're like this, and the ball's in the hoop.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, how am I supposed to remember how to do that again if I can't remember it? And it didn't like occur to me. It's like you don't need to remember what you're doing while you're doing it. You just need to do it.
Yeah. That's a tough thing for people to understand about life, period, because I think people have this fantasy of being in control of the moment or what it means to be in the zone. You know, it's like when you're in the zone, you're like a zombie to the zone. You're giving yourself to the moment. You don't have time to also be steering the moment, which is a really complicated thing.